What's going on YouTube? It's your buddy Will from the What's Up in the Sky 37 channel, online at www.whatsupinthesky.com, and you are looking at a Curiosity Rover camera shot from the mass cam. This was from SAW 1144, which has turned out some amazing stuff. This is fresh off the Rover, came down a day or two ago. Was searching through it the other day, and it was just amazing some of the artifacts that were left here. Once again, we're looking at just Uncle Jake's junkyard, exploded Mars. Everything that there has been covered up with sand. The erosion you would expect on Mars, and especially in this area because it was underwater, to be very smooth and sanded because the sand and the windstorms has come through. You would expect it to be very, very smooth stuff you would see like out in our deserts, our stuff that if you live by just a stream, go out to the stream, pick up your rocks, and you'll see how smooth they are just from the erosion. But check this out. We've got everything from hollowed out rocks or hollowed out whatever it is. We're not sure that this is actually rocks, to what looked like the front of something buried here. It kind of looks like the stern of a boat. I'm pretty sure that's stern up front. I'm not sure. I act like I know about boating. That's one thing I don't know about. You have friends with boats. I've learned that. You don't own them because they're expensive. And when you take off the color to this picture, there's a lot more to see up in this area. And we're going to go over the whole thing. I'm going to try and keep it as fast as possible. I know your time is worth stuff. So very interesting, strange looking artifacts. And then down here, we're going to show you what looks to be. Now, some sort of either at one time, this isn't a rock. This is not a rock. Sometime this was either living like a organism like a tree or something along those lines, but goes from here and it's like open netting comes out. I said I'm not sure. I see what I see, you see what you see. And if you come down here, you can see it goes over top and down over what top was here. So it's either tubing or it was either tree root or something along those lines. You can see it really good. It's a whole different color. You can see it when I flip the color back on. Here is how it came from NASA, this image, and I'm going to show you the full image, and you're going to be able to see an awful lot of where the Curiosity rover picked and chose which image it was going to post together and send on down to us, because I do believe that's what's happening. And here it is from the NASA website. So everybody who comes say I make these things, go to the NASA website, hit the description, go to my website that's linked there as well. But you also get enhanced images. I pull these in close, I put them in my enhanced, I give you this whole image enhanced as well. So the black and white version of this one has really done justice to it a lot, but I think what we're going to go ahead and do is just start over here in the corner and just work our way left. There's all sorts of interesting things here. And once again, sorry to be back on the mass cam because the image quality was so good on the other Molly cams, but put that beside you. And if you haven't seen my last maybe 5 or 6 videos, I haven't been putting them out that fast, but they are pretty amazing when it comes to the anomalies. So let's check this stuff out. Just very interesting architecture to whatever this is here. The patterns in these rocks, if they are rocks or whatever material they are, they seem to be different colors. That coloring does come from NASA. It's filtered in. You can see it in the image there. That's directly from NASA, so you can see that it's, certain materials are different colors. Mars is not just a red planet like they make it out to be. It's a beautiful place. And those of us who really researched it, there's filters that are on there, Bear filter and a couple other ones, have brought it to life. Now, they've also, I think, make it look like this on purpose, where they add all this dark, I call it puke orange or puke dirt, puke color, yellow, whatever. It's like a mixture of, if you threw a bunch of yellows and oranges up and browns, and kept going from there. But I don't like deep zooming on them anymore, but I will go ahead and do some of these, because once you get really deep into these zooms, you get a lot of JPEG artifacts to start coming out. And I don't want that. I don't want to trick you and say, okay, yeah, this looks like something interesting, and it's not, because it was put in there by an artifacts. But very cool little piece right here. It just almost looks like it was carved. There's 3 spears on it. There's a couple down here. Pretty cool for just being sitting there. This piece right here as well, it looks like it's off of something, the top of something. Um, Maybe not. You can see that this part here is all blacked out, blurred out. The image is just was dark on that side, so it didn't pick it up. What I don't understand about this, because what's happening with these pictures, the Curiosity rover is layering these images together. One, two, three, four. It takes four shots sometimes, and it somehow there's an algorithm that puts these together, and we're just starting to learn a lot of this. People researching it. We're finally getting a hold of some of the people at NASA. We're getting the documents. So there has been a lot of obfuscation going on, not just by the hands of people maybe somewhere in a laboratory, but by the machine itself. Designed to do that during certain parts where you've got dark. And I think it's the the official line from NASA is that it's supposed to enhance the images, but for for the $2 billion pictures, these mass cam shots are by no means enhanced at all. So they're pretty bad. But let's see here. You can see a lot of the lines in here. These are actual part of Mars that look like little spheres lined up as they go across. Check this piece out. I caught a little key holder earlier. Just kind of interesting. It comes down here to a 90-degree angle, and it's kind of puffed up here to the side, but it goes back up at a 90-degree angle right into a perfect circle. Almost like you'd have the end of one of those old school keys. Comes up in a circle and it just comes back around and tapers on off there. I thought that was pretty cool. Um, as we get into Uncle Jake's Junkyard up here, as we call it here at whatsupinthesky.com. Thank you to Terry from Paris for naming it. Let's take a look at this piece right here again. I'm going to make it pretty big on the screen. I'm also going to make it in the black and white because I want to look at it in that. I am pretty sure that this isn't light and trickle light, that this is formed this way. It comes up. You lose the light right here because the lights, see how the bright light is pointing that way? The shadows are on this side. Usually we should establish that at the beginning, but we didn't today. But check that out, how that comes around. And it seems to be hollowed out with some interesting little pieces in it, other debris along the way. And as you pull out, whether you're on your cell phone or stuff, you're going to also notice this piece down here. It's got three of the same size spheres with another big sphere sitting in front of it. Now tell me nature did that and put that set right there. That is very interesting, and it's on top of a couple look like little base pieces to it. Now I don't know how they got there, but it's there. Here you can see shapes in this piece right here. Once again, there's two sphere looking pieces that come along. Now this right here, you can't tell if it's a JPEG artifact or not, so I'm going to leave these two up lines alone because of the fact that a lot of them run up. But it's amazing also what the color does to your eyes to kind of throw off the image. When you drop the color, look how much clearer you can see some of these. So let me come up to this picture here in this part of the image, because we've got some interesting spheres that come around, 1, 2, 3, and it kind of loops around almost like a chain. You can see it. They're down here too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them, and they keep coming around. 7, 8, and 9, and they get a little bigger as it gets towards you. And it's sitting right next to this S-looking 8-shaped piece. And under it is a fairly symmetrical, if you cut it right down the line, not perfect, but piece under it. Now I think, as I always say, we're looking at relics. Old, whatever happened to Mars really smashed it up good, and this is what we got. This is what's left, There could still be life on it. The Gale crater was picked for many reasons, I believe, and one could be just there could be two. This camera has 17. We're talking on just a conference call we had the day with Chris and some of the guys, Mars Anomalies, Mars Moon Space, Nev Thompson, Martian. Just some of us were talking about some of these things, and it's amazing what we can see here, and what's planned out. It's just and what also your eyes can make happen. See, I understand the whole concept of matrixing, and that we see our eyes see what we want to see. Go out there and look at the clouds. I can take other pictures from Earth and do it the same way. But when you have interesting pieces like this, where you've got the something that looks like it's been hollowed out, sitting next to 3 or 4 spheres, that's sitting next to something that looks like a buried boat right there, which, like I said, total speculation. I see what I see, you see what you see. As you look off here, they've got similar type of cutoff, so that's, very well just could be the way that strata's laid. But down here we start getting into some really interesting things as well. You've got some circle pieces right here with some hooks on the top, but these right here I thought were just so interesting. They look almost well, like wood or something that had been shaped into something, a tool or some sort. Even around here is really blurry. And let's see, even in the black and white, you can see it's got a long piece to it. It's been carved out. This right here is in front of it, whatever it is, it comes up. There's another sphere right there. Perfect. Let me get that big on the screen. Another sphere comes up over it and either connects to that piece or it doesn't, but it just looks like a long, long piece with another sphere up the top. And then check that out down there. It just kind of hangs off of it. And under you can see a little bit of a shadow there. Like I said, the sun's pretty high in the sky at this time. You can see like the shadows are coming straight down on it. Pretty cool. And you can see like this, I'm not going to go too much longer on this image because this whole 1144 saw is going to blow some of you guys' minds away. I wish that we can get it just a little bit clearer. I'm hoping when the next shots come out of this area, we're going to get some of the Molly cam shots returned with it. That's, like I said, that's my favorite camera. If you guys watch my videos now, you know that's the one I go to. I kind of even hate putting out videos with this quality because to me, after seeing what this Rover can do and then getting a picture back that just has all this blur and where you can see, well, look in here. Um, Here, make it even bigger for you. This is a very interesting piece, but I can't see that part of it. I can only see a little bit up here, but it extends all the way up. All this is just unreadable. That's where, like I said, I start drawing a line and saying, God, that's really interesting. It's a little dark there, but over here it's a little dark too, and you still don't have those, that that problem. It only seems to be where there's, look, it's not as dark down here. You can see some stuff here, perfect, see some stuff here, but you have that same patch there that's just blocked out. And you can go outside and take some pictures around your house. If you've got wooded areas where there's a little bit of dark, or if you got anywhere that's got rocks to go, like I said, I've got a whole lot of pictures from Arizona. Um, Beautiful pictures from out there. Pictures from the Shenandoah National Park. A lot of good ones from out there. And I compare these things a lot. And I think I'm going to do some more videos where I do some comparing. But the difference in material color here also leaves me to believe just like we are just right on the right path. NASA is releasing more and more of these images as I think the gig's up and they want to let us know. Look at this new star out there, the Kepler star, and they're working with SETI now to see if there's any radio telescope that they're shooting that, see if we can find anything that way. We're really pushing hard for disclosure. Um, how far away are they going to disclose the stuff? Is it, oh, there used to be some stuff on Mars and the civilization's gone. And maybe that's the start. And see what people, what would your frame of mind be if they came out and said that today? So let me know what you guys think here. Interesting piece here. And like I said, I wish I could see the whole thing because of the blur, but I can't. With the key mark piece up here, and just like I said, some of the greens, the different colors, it's just much different than what I'm used to seeing with the color wise as well. So you got your little links of something down here, some interesting. Now, and here's another thing too. Nature usually doesn't work in this type of order. 190 degrees, 190 degrees, another 90 degrees with a sphere in the middle. It's Mother Nature's beautiful, but it doesn't necessarily make for right angles at the same time. So this whole piece right here too has the same type of blur out on it, and it's interesting because I would really enjoy to see what these sand dunes look like. So it'll be interesting to see if NASA's going to put out a an actual panorama from this day. They're way behind on the analyst notebook on the PDS system, where we're getting, I think they're only up to 900 and something, saw 900. Oh, I forgot to even look down here and show you some of the blocks down here that look like blocks. As always, as you get close to the rover, sometimes they hide some good stuff. And just like right here, see how that's pretty clear? See how that's pretty clear? Pretty clear. But whatever this was, we're not seeing that. Look how perfect. They're blocks. They were in either a math algorithm got rid of them. See them right there? Let me make that big so you can see the difference. It's not sharp, but it's sharp enough to see something. And then there and there, it's been taken out. Whether it was done from the rover, from lighting, it doesn't look like it should be done by lighting to me from here. Everything is bright as can be. Shouldn't be done like that. So just give me one little second to cruise on over to here. I forgot if there was anything over here. Oh, there was too. Just a couple more things on the ground. Seem to have some symmetry to them. Here, more of that. Interesting stuff, interesting stuff. A big line of blur. And this line, it gets to extend up one notch too. You can see under it. You can see around it. But you just can't see there. I'd love to just see some unedited NASA pictures. I think these don't even come to NASA gets the shots, I believe, from the rover. There's two different ways that they're communicating back these images. Who knows where the second feeds go? Another one, another example right here, and then I'm gonna let you guys go. This behind here looks pretty cool, pretty interesting, whatever it is. It's got some, looks like inlaid block or something inlaid in it. But then again, there's my, I can't see it because of it, it's been blurred there. And when I say blur, you just take the blur and you blur that piece out. It's just that easy. Um, we showed you hundreds of times how it works here, what's up in the sky. So, all right, guys, comment below. I'm not sure how far, I almost missed this thing too. Check this, it's kind of like a little, you've got a little triangle base around here with the circle around the edge. This goes up in the air, almost like a timepiece. Um, and then this right here, totally different color, beautiful. So Mars was a very active planet. To this day is still active. Um, I was glad I wasn't there or living there when the whatever took it out and made it look like it does today happen, because it sure did whack the hell out of the planet. So let me know what you guys think below. Any comments? I try and reply as many as I possibly can. What do you think we're looking at here? You think this stuff is hollowed out over here? You think it just looks like a regular rock? Um, Here you've got, I showed this earlier, but it almost looks like a, you know, perfectly oval like one of our footballs here in the United States would be. Over here, there's a lot of that blurring. I love to just go and speculate on what that piece is, but the blurring right there is just not allowing me to. Just like up here. This is some very cool stuff here, but we're not able to see all of it. All we can see are interesting spheres with holes in them. Another one here. Stuff that looks like it was right out of Tiwanaku, right out of Pumapunku, right out of Egypt. If you go look at the stuff in Egypt and everything, if you go look in, even in China ruins, the terracotta warriors, people around those areas, I forgot to even mention this piece here in the middle, um, you'll see that a lot of the sandstone around this stuff is perfectly smooth, but where you have these blocks that have been broken off, or blocks that, especially in Mexico, all the Mexican period, Chichen Itza, all just if you just pull up Wikipedia and you can go to town or Flickr and look at people's vacation pictures and stuff like that and compare some of this stuff to it, you'll be very surprised. So we'll be doing a lot of that more in the future. I'm already letting this thing go too long. Much love to you guys. Haven't been getting the videos out as much as I have been, but I promise we're moving forward. Check out, we're gonna have another this Sunday. I'm gonna join the Mars Moon Space Anomaly guys, the UFAH, United Family of Anomaly Hunters discussion. Invited our good old buddy Chris from over at Mars Anomalies is gonna be in it. Check that out. Um, Oh, other side of midnight, their website, Richard C. Hoagland's radio show, changed their YouTube page. So if you had subscribed before, go back and subscribe again. It's on the link for my channel. Once again, it's been fun going on his show. We might be setting up some stuff up for the future, and keep moving forward, getting the information out. All right, guys. Much love to you. Have a good one. Peace.